Undeterred and armed with names, dates and motives involved, KZN Police Chief Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi continued with his second day of testimony, this time naming 2 members of parliament for interfering with investigations.
I want to focus my address in part to the role that is played by Mr. Fadel Adams, who is a member of parliament, and in briefly, I will also touch on the role played by Ms. Colin Barnett, who is a member of Democratic Alliance.
On the part of Adams, Mkhwanazi alleges he not only had undue access to intelligence files, but also directly undermined investigations. This, Mkhwanazi says, was so entrenched that he accuses Adams of being the driving force behind the investigating directorate's arrest of KZN crime intelligence boss Dumisani Khumalo and others for alleged fraud and corruption.
It is not about this case of Adams, but it is about a new case that was later registered. The complainant, the very same Mr. Adams, on a different statements that he now deposited to IDEC in January of 2025, not part to these ones of October. Same facts on this, and these dockets are with IDEC, but the arrest is effected on a new complaint by Mr. Adams, now specifically to this person. So it is why we are saying this is a strategy employed to make sure Special Commissioner Khumalo, that, as I kept on referencing, there's one central figure here, or there's one problem that needs to be fixed. And this problem is to stop the investigation of this drug cartel. And that is in Gauteng province. And the common person in this thing, it's Khumalo in the center.
And then a plot against National Police Commissioner Fani Masemola. Mkhwanazi claims media reports of Masemola's impending arrest after what he says are leaks of false information to journalists was aimed at tarnishing his reputation. All of this was discussed in text messages between Vusumuzi Kat Matlala and one of his associates.
So they're a typical example of what Kat Matlala sends to his associate. But to prove that his associate does not apprehend what is going on here, his response says, not good. A logic tells you that a story like this of the top management of the police being investigated, it can't be good. That is his expression, Mr. Van Wyk. But then the response from Matlala says, it's actually good, my person. It's actually good. My person is going to be a national commissioner now.
Still using the example of Matlala, Mkhwanazi outlines how the arrested businessman's tentacles even allegedly reached the local government sphere.
His personal vehicles were registered by the Deputy Chief of Police at Guruleni, that is Major General Mkhwanazi. He facilitated the registration of these Mr. Matlala's vehicles under the municipality as if they are municipality official vehicles, utilizing the funds from the municipality of Guruleni. So the vehicles then belong on record, when you test them on the system, they reflect as if they belong to municipality.
When the third day of the commission resumes on Friday, Mkhwanazi is expected to speak more about Brown Mkhotsi, a man who's said to have unjustified influence over now suspended Police Minister Senzo Mchunu. It's Mkhotsi's apparent access to classified information, including the impending arrest of Mkhwanazi for defeating the ends of justice, that will be unveiled when the inquiry resumes. For Newzroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Ziyanda Ngcobo in Pretoria.